I will be talking about the structure of mitochondria and how it relates to its major functions. First of all, the outer membrane. It contains transport proteins that carry certain molecules from the cytosol into the mitochondria. And when we're talking about cellular respiration, there is a chemical reaction called glycolysis, which breaks down glucose into its smaller units, and one of these smaller sugars is called pyruvate. And the proteins in the outer membrane transport this pyruvate from the cytosol into the mitochondria. And then we have the intermembrane space. In the intermembrane space, there is a protein family called the BCL2 family members, which play an important role in programmed cell death, aka apoptosis. After the intermembrane space, we have the inner membrane. Various of chemical reactions take place within the inner membrane, but its most important structure is its foldings, as we can see here. And these foldings are called the cristae. So, cristae increases the surface area per volume ratio, which in turn increases the productivity of the mitochondria. And again, when we're talking about cellular respiration, this increased surface area per volume ratio increases the ATP production rate. In addition to this, in cristae, there is also an enzyme called ATP synthase, which catalyzes ATP production. And then in the mitochondrial matrix, pyruvate, as we discussed earlier, is transformed into acetyl-CoA. This is just another step in cellular respiration, which will ultimately lead to ATP production. And also in the mitochondrial matrix, there are ribosomes and mitochondrial DNA. The ribosomes in the mitochondria synthesize proteins and certain enzymes. And for example, one of these enzymes catalyzes the transformation of pyruvate to acetyl-CoA. And then we have the mitochondrial DNA, which regulates the mitochondria in general, and it can only be maternally inherited.